Okay, so based off that, going off that, then I want to talk a little bit more about, because I'm fascinated by the people are when they create. You know, like yes, you create this thing, but to create that thing, there must have been years before of you either watching anime, getting inspired by it, or you seeing these things that you're inspired by, and then going, actually, I can do that. So like that jump between I'm gonna watch something or I can do that, or like having that inspiration, you know, I think that's really cool. You talked about adaptivity being one of your core skills. What Around what age or around what time you start realizing that you had different talents to people around you? Because I'm fascinated by this idea, right? Like we all have different talents, all of us, right? But we rarely realize them unless we're around a certain group of people. For example, now that you're around creatives, you realize, "Oh, actually I'm more like these people." But before then, if you're just around normal people, you don't. That's not that thing is not brought out of you, so you never have the opportunity to be that person. So what was that like for you? When did you start realizing you're a little bit different to the people around you, and then going off that, what are some of the skills that you've learned over the couple of years that you've kind of understood that by yourself?
Yeah, it did take me a while to find my talent. Like it did take a while. So I was looking into what exactly I wanted to do. I had a mentor who I was speaking with. I'm not in contact with him now because of some things that are going on in my life right now, so I have to like kind of focus on my goal, my main goal, and he was part of it, and he was and this is the reason why I am the person I am today, and with the creative side, he kind of helped me in terms of how to manage myself, how to present myself, how to manage myself, and like just to be able to be patient and learn the factors of life. You know, it's just I will mention that I think that it's important to understand yourself for who you are, and then figure out what it is you want to do with yourself, like in the future or in the present, and then kind of understand where you are right now currently is not always where you want to be in the future, but still you still think about it, you still think about the future, you're still thinking about what your goal is, all that stuff, and you really want to improve yourself. Self-improvement is important, and I think that anyone who wants to self-improve are one of the most bravest and most important people to be around with. Self-improvement. It's one of the reasons why I am the person I am today, and I think it's up to anyone to decide whether or not they will change or won't change. Like at the end of the day, with what's going on in today's world, there's always things going on. There's like good and bad. There's always really bad things going on. You really want to like do your research. You want to dig into things that are out of your reach. You want to figure out just everything that's going on, and like the secret of everything, and you want to know yourself as well. And it's just like, why is life like this? But also, why do you want to be different than everyone else? Why do you want to be unique? You know, it's just like, I don't know why, but I think that it's a good thing to be just curious about things like this. It's just it's a good thing. It's important as well to understand. Yes, yeah. I think it's just, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
When you're ready. Just sorry to interrupt. I think that you had a very, very good point there. And I want to just focus on that and build on that. So you mentioned about like being curious and all these things, and realizing that about self-improvement, and that's actually needed when you want to grow as a person.
Sorry, I was just gonna cut you. But if even if you don't know your talent, self-improvement is still something that is still kind of a talent, because even though it's like it gives you it tells you that you are trying to do something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just
What does self-improvement to you, like definition wise?
self-improvement. Well, it's if you are I'm gonna give you a shit analogy, bro. Fuck it.
Go on, let's go.
I'm gonna give you a shit analogy. But anyways, let's say you're a brokey. You're a brokey. You're trying to make money. You can't find a way to make money. You find someone to sorry. You find someone who is a brokey too. Okay.
Two rookies now.
So you have two brokies. Two brokies with two of the same goals. Both of you have the same goals, and they want money, right? So what they do is they find ways to make money. They don't know if this is the right way to make money, but then they find someone who were in the same situation, and now they are wealthy, or they are knowledgeable in money or whatever, right? Then you just like you start to learn about why that person or that nobleman or whoever he is, that he's the man he is. Do you know what I mean?
He's a nobleman.
Yeah, he's a noble man, man. He's a noble. I'm joking, but no, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's funny, bro.
Can I go off that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I think that so especially when you self improvement, I had this realization. I don't know what you think about it. It's a moment of vulnerability and just thinking about how my life is right now, right? So I was in this journey of self improvement has been fascinating for me, because when it first started, I was like, how can I get from A to B? So how can I get from not doing anything and feeling like my life is going to waste to actually doing something and feel like I'm actually doing things? And so I had to make that move. I had to become a man of action. So I forced myself to be action. And now I've gone to a stage where the same traits or the same things I needed me to get there are now kind of holding me back, because I feel like I'm stuck in a system where I'm just doing things, but the realization about the stuff I'm doing doesn't come as often. You know, when you're in the self-improvement journey, you start realizing stuff about your life, then you can improve it quickly. But now I'm getting to a stage where, yes, everything is going good, but I'm almost having to create problems in order to feel like I'm making progress. If that makes sense, you know? Like if my life is good for a day, I'm like, what?
In the same circle, in the same thing.
Exactly.
Same thing over and over
Exactly.
again, but then you start to kind of find your rhythm or something like
Exactly.
that.
Like, and you know that's what you need to do when you're in self-improvement. You know you need to consistently do things, be repetition, and then that's what you're actually going to get me progress. And I see that within myself, but I also see that like there's a plateau that it reaches where at some point you think like, okay, I can't break the ceiling unless I change my habits, unless I change something about myself, and unless I do something different. And I'm stuck in that. I would say gap now where I'm trying to figure out how to move forward, but actually not lose the progress that I've made. And I don't think I'm going to lose the progress I've made. I've made realizations. I've become who I am today. But that version of me that was back then, it still fears not improving. It fears stagnation, right? And so like those old fears come out, but I'm a different person. Right. So just that perception and that like, what does that even mean? Do you relate to that a little bit?
You have to break the chains of the cycle that you are in. You have to find your way to close the gap. You know, you have to find a way to remove yourself from those things that you are putting you in the same position you're in. You want to remove yourself from that, so you have to find a way to sort of like kind of just bring yourself to the state that you want to be in, the person you want to be in, or the person you want to be, the state you want to be in, and kind of just it's kind of like an ingredient. You have to find that ingredient in your life.
What was that for you? What was the ingredient for you that made you make the biggest change, or make you start your journey of change?
Well, the thing is, I've had so many other like let's just say, the thing is, at the beginning in my life, I was obviously just thinking about like just having fun, right? And then later down the line, you start to get serious because your parents are telling you, let's say you want to do what you have to do, right? Yeah. You do what you have to do. And then you grow up even more, and then you do the things you want to do, but also you don't know if it's going well or if it is going well. And then you have to like find that person or that thing to get you in the right place, in the right path that you want to be in. And then you're like, okay, it's working now. The rhythm is kicking in. The rhythm is working. Everything is kicking in. So my ingredient was finding my mentor. My mentor was the reason why I am the person I am today, like I said, and it's the reason why I've made my manga. I met him, I think it was before. I can't remember. It was like 4 years ago. It's just during the time of college or something like that. Yeah, and it was a good time to kind of bring me to the state where I knew that it was the right choice to continue the path. You know, it was the right choice. So that's why I agree. Yeah. So
That's beautiful. Beautifully put. I think also talking about the path, right? I know. It gets tough, bro. That's why it's just when you be chatting and you're like, wow, I forgot no water. We need like people coming here putting water in that. Just soon come. So you mentioning the path, mentioning the next chapter, and I think you're right. It's a pivotal point that we're all at now, right? Yeah. What would you say is some of the excitement or fears that you have about the next stage? What like where it's heading, like what the journey or whatever, if it's the creative process. As we get people just walking around, we have to just keep a straight face, but I cannot keep a straight face. I break character. It is what it is. We live. Okay. It was a good question as well. Mine's forgotten. No, I'm joking. So what does the next stage look like for you? What are some of the fears? What are some of the things that excite you about what the next stage holds for you?